Hello, Micah here. I just want to talk about life lesson I've learned around sex. Sex can be used as a tool or a weapon, and it can make you feel really, really powerful, especially when you know what you're capable of and you can see it manipulating other people, even if they're okay with it. And the thing that I learned and appreciate the most about sex and love is that sex is at its purest, and I think what we ultimately want when we're having sex or trying to get sex, at least women, I can't speak for men, but I can say that you want to connect with someone. You want to emotionally, physically, and spiritually merge with another human being that you want to feel recognized. You want to feel valued. And yes, sex has a lot of other benefits like stress relief, and it can help you with like if you've experienced trauma or any kind of abuse, then sex is actually a tool that people use without realizing it to release a lot of that trauma and stress. But all it does is it perpetuates another cycle. But that's a video for another day. But when sex, I think, is most adulterated is when it's used to distance yourself from someone else. Whether you're using sex to distance yourself from the person you're in a relationship with, and you're having sex with someone other than that person because you feel distant already and you're trying to connect with anybody. I also believe that you can be in love with someone and know that they're in love with you, but they're so afraid of that love, or they're so afraid of connecting with another human being, that they almost use sex as a barrier to keep you out. I remember one time someone I was deeply in love with, there was one time where we merged and he gave himself completely to me, and that was the only time in I don't even want to say how many years, because he was so afraid of actually feeling that vulnerable and that connected to another human being. And he had his reasons, which were valid, but I wasted a lot of years. I shouldn't say waste, because we all learn something of value, and loving someone is never a waste. But there's a lot of time and energy I spent hoping to feel that again or to have that connection again, when really I wasn't going to. And if I've learned anything, it's use the law of averages when it comes to your relationships or someone you're pursuing. I mean, are you spending more time thinking or talking to your friends about everything that's not right, or that you're trying to figure it out because it's confusing? Or do you not have the need to talk about it with anybody because it makes sense, and you only vent or talk to people when it's some rare occurrence? You know, in a 3 or 4 year relationship, how many times has something gone really wrong or upside down, or you've been confused? Has it been 2 or 3? I mean, or is it every month or every few months? And then when you have that sexual intimacy with someone, if you can be with someone who can be vulnerable with you, not just sexually, but give themselves emotionally, and your sexual experience with them, on average, you feel them being vulnerable and opening themselves up to you in any way that you're having sex, because there are different ways of having sex and they're all fantastic. But it's possible to have a relationship with someone where you feel that vulnerability regardless of the sexual experience that you two are sharing together. And those are the relationships worth working on and striving for. If you're going to spend a lot of time on anything, be patient and wait for co-creating a relationship like that one, if that's really what you're wanting. If you want to keep people at distance, and if you're in a place to where you just need to feel the power, understand that they're feeling just as much, if not more, power, and go with it, because that's where you are in your life right now. And when you're ready for something to change, it will. Anyway, that's my thoughts on sex and love. in my 40 years of experience. Not 40 years of sex, though. That would be gross. Thanks.